Everybody, we're taking a look at the verse of the day using the YouVersion Bible app. Today's verse comes from Hebrews, and I'm going to read it for you. This is Hebrews 10:23. Let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, for he who promised is faithful. Let us hold unswervingly to the hope we possess. I love that word, unswervingly. We're going straight for it. We're not swerving off to the left or to the right. The writer of this book was writing to a group of people that had come out of a Hebrew faith. And so their view of God and how to interact with God comes out of that Hebrew world. And in that world, they were giving sacrifices. That was part of the Jewish faith, that they would make sacrifices for the atonement of their sins, for forgiveness, to repair their relationship with God. And the writer is reminding them, no, Jesus took that sacrifice once and for all. And because of that, you can have hope in a relationship with God. The door is fully open. The writer of Hebrews says that you can enter into the Holy of Holies because of who Jesus is and what Jesus did for you. He was that sacrifice. He took care of that. And yet, we keep kind of turning back to finding our own ways to fix things. We try to find our own ways out of problems, some problems that are way bigger than us. We turn our own way to figure out if we can just be good enough that we can earn a relationship with God. We turn our own way to make ourselves good enough or make ourselves just right, whether that's in the eye of the people around us, the eyes of our family, or maybe for some of us even we're trying to earn things in the eyes of God. And the writer of Hebrews says, no, you've been given hope. And the hope is because none of your ways ever go to fulfillment. But you've been given hope because of what Christ did. It's grace. He did it for you. He took that sacrifice once and for all so that you can have this relationship with God. The door is wide open. The relationship is there for you. And so he says to this group of people, and 2,000 years later, he says it right to us. Quit turning your own ways, and let's hold on to the hope which we profess. We've been talking about this hope. You've heard us speak about this hope. Let's hold on to it. Just know that what Christ did, he did for you. That the grace that Christ gave, he gave it to you. And it's a free gift. And the door to a relationship with God is wide open. You can enter into the Holy of Holies. You can speak to God right now. Today, as you go through your day, I want you to hold on to hope. There's a hope because God has opened opened the door to a relationship with him for you today. And there's hope because in this relationship with God, God promises to walk alongside you. And there's hope because God has given us not just a hope for now and a relationship with God now, but our hope for a relationship with God over an eternity. And there's this bigger picture perspective. That we know that God is at work in the big picture. God is at work in our lives for eternity, not just for the trials that we're facing today, which, there are a lot. But God has a hope and a plan for you and for your life. He's given us a hope of resurrection. Even things that look dead can be resurrected. He's given you hope. But today, I want you to practice holding on to that hope. That hope which we've talked about, that hope which was professed. Hold on to it. Just trust in it. Let me pray for you. God, you opened the door to a relationship with you. And we could not earn it. And even though we try to fix things every day our own ways, I pray that you would help us to just hold on to the hope that your Son coming and sacrificing himself is enough for us. That his grace washes over us. And we have a relationship with you. Help me to live into that today. I pray this in your name. Amen. Well, thanks for taking a look at the verse of the day with me today. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.